Hey Hiyoko, now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth? Huh? Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right? Like I said, it was a trap. Yeah, I got that already, so can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine, you want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahira was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
Ah.
Damn it, so that was a lie?
Because I thought I'd be doubted if I admitted it, so I figured it was better not to say anything.
You would have been doubted had you... Because you lied, you realize?
Oh, like that matters at all in Phoenix Wright games. Those assholes lie all the time.
I can confirm this. Shut up, fake voice Chiaki.
So what was the answer to Mahira's invitation? Your answer.
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahira was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
And you always apparently had to file your damn teeth. At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but...
I need my teeth to be like this so I can easily carve away metal when I'm working on machinery.
That explains nothing!
Crunch, crunch.
Around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox. A letter? Yeah, this one. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox.
Oh.
About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Mahiro Koizumi.
Oh.
In the middle of a trial? Really?
I mean, that happened before.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Huh. The letter that Hiyoko had. Doesn't it clearly contradict that other evidence? I'm glad
That is formatted the exact same. Letter on Mahiro.
Sorry, I'm just looking to... Okay, they definitely have the same handwriting. Sorry, I'm just...
And they're formatted the same.
Yeah. Admittedly...
And also they're both like, let's not see each other so we can confirm that we sent these letters.
Also, I'm mostly looking at the signature, but... Whoops. Okay, so that was an accident?
You knew!
My finger rested on the right click.
You knew!
My finger rested on the right click too much.
What the hell?
It was only, to be fair, it was only a matter of time before that caused problems besides just skipping dialogue.
Well, it's just...
It's fine, I'll get the health back. Right away. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiro had? We discussed earlier, so okay, choose time. 2:30. Mahiru's letters... Why is my text still green? Mahiru's letters sent to meet at 2:30 p.m., but in Hyoko's letter... we discussed earlier. Come to the beach house at 2 p.m.
Whoa, the meeting times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing.
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but... which letter did the killer forge? Both of them. The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they can manipulate their actions, yeah? That's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed, just as I assumed, the handwriting The contents of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. And this part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
I'm still crying! Oh, here we go. I'm better now. The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mihiru to do their bidding, like another world puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mihiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mihiru! Really? This is terrible. I've offered to help so many times, but the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
Oh my god, shut up.
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. She smacks him in the face. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So, based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
Hee I fell asleep.
Why'd you fall asleep?
It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Ah, medicine? Medicine? Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open. If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mihiru's body.
And that's why he ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... well... The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mihiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet. I'm actually figuring this out really quickly.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mihiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evident.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer.
That's horrible. I didn't do anything wrong. And I was framed by Mihiru's killer. Where?
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you. Is it really okay to believe us so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if we keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else, two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray, and you do not yearn for your life or victory. Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I could believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to find out who Mihiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hiyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job, that's the right way. As a splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that? I'm not gonna let you have your outcome you want. God damn it! He's sleeping!
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth. The bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day.
I mean, technically we could.
Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because, unless we reveal who among us is Mihiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive.
Intermission?
Suspend!
Well then, now the class trial has reached its climax. I would like to present the answer right here, right now.
Oh goddamn, is this again? You gonna spoil who the killer is?
If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair.
You can't. That's a seriously big no-no.
What's spoiling right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation.
What innovation? Who's the club president?
So, without further ado, the answer is...
Yeah, you can't. Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct! You can say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
What? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong. The fuck?
Monokuma sometimes makes about as much sense as Ibuki. Resume!
I'm Manami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. I think they're the person who killed the wonderful Mihiru. Impossible, it's so impossible. There's no way I can believe that. I can't do anything, how annoying. At least I'm going to believe anyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone, do your best. Don't lose yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly. Well, now that we decided to believe Yoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something there was used that might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Can't he give me a clue?
I'm totally checking out your boobs.
Go ahead.
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there? Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't. Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away when she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after...
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hit beach.
That's impossible. There's nowhere to hide. I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think. I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions.
Wait, logic dive? Is this what
It's
this is?
called the Logic Dive.
Here we go.
During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your own brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course.
So does this mean it's going to be Max?
You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the control key.
It literally just, like my webcam just turns on, takes a picture of my face, and it uses that.
Press the right mouse button to brake and the left mouse button to jump. There will be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course. So make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Is this fucking snowboarding? Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. That is my meddlesome advice to you. If you press the escape key during Logic Dive, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and shred.
She's right. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm going to do it! Logic Dive! I am literally on a board!
Snowboarding. I fucking knew it.
Okay, so right click to break. Alright.
Your speed up thing, because you do have a time limit. Woo! Whee! Woo! Whee!
Question 1. When did the killer arrive at the beach house?
Before.
Yeah.
The blue path.
Okay, so we were correct.
Yeah, because we didn't die. Whee!
Oh, I missed that one.
Thought for sure that was going to be question 2.
Yeah, Sam. That's why I didn't bother. Oh, okay.
Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hiyoko
After.
left.
Yep.
Because they used the window
To the wall.
to hang out on the roof. Whee! Whee!
I'm not doing this, by the way. Oh!
Whoa.
Question 3. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? In the beach house.
Okay, good. What the fuck?
We did it! We're at Rainbow Road.
Huzzah. I know these things.
I mean, this was all stuff we literally just discussed, though. Do you think the
In
killer...
the toilet.
You think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
Yeah, honestly, I'm with Hiyoko on this one. We literally just came up with something that we were discussing before the minigame happened.
Can I smack her?
Hey, did
Can I still smack her?
I mean, yeah.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain another language you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more.
I'll kill you all.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer it by any means. The place where the killer was hiding, the place where Hiyoko hasn't looked is... Also in the closet?
Oh, was she in the surfboard
Look.
case?
I don't think she was in the surfboard case. She could have been in the cooler. Because all those empty bottles, remember?
Only on the top row. No way.
Surfboard case.
Huh?
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
Closet? That's where I was locked up.
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? Then you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? Without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer makes sure to arrange a hiding place.
If the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance, I can only think of one place. That's right. The place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was...
Surfboard case.
I knew it! The killer was a surfboard!
Dun dun dun. It was you, Surfboard Larry. No.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case? But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? Two surfboards were set on top of the shelf, and there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did it on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we hadn't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think. Then the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
Kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak. Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse? Ta-ha! I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently. These characters are so eccentric. He has all the crazy characters. Rhino has all the asshole characters.
Haha.
What do I have?
The killer.
I have the quiet characters.
Yeah, that's true.
Mekon, like Mekon, Sonya.
The hero was sort of.
The hero is sort of. Fuyuhiko is like low voice, like he yells sometimes. And then Hajime. Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
No one asked you. Seriously, no one asked you what you thought.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if we didn't ask.
Still
I'm a bop ya.
Still checking out your boobs.
Alright, if you don't want to freaking get punched, just stand still and let me punch you. Both of you.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
For looking at her boobs. Oh, you shut up. Then grit your teeth.
No, I mean, it doesn't make sense too. It's like, if you don't want to get punched, then hold still, let me punch you. Like, I think that was literally her dialogue.
Sorry, Akane, it's not like that. Hey, Monokuma, can I ask you something that seems strange to me? I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
What?
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. Yes! As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
Okay, fine.
Oh my god, is he literally going to ask what we asked before?
Yeah, I think I hope he also asks, does it have to be at the same well, we already know it doesn't have to be at the same time. So,
yeah, but I like how this game does address things that come up in our little conversations.
Yeah, it's almost like the game is made well and we're smart.
Yeah. Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people? Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be. You don't sound very articulate. Geez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for that deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found. So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction. I mean, I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly. Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 or more people including the killer or not? Ah, geez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done. Oh, shit. which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
Huh.
I have no fucking clue who the third person is.
Yeah, because we already know it was Kazuichi and Hiyoko, and also the fact that it's not the killer is just further proof that it wasn't Hiyoko.
So who the fuck else was there?
Okay.
Nekomaru, because he's been nowhere? I don't freaking know.
Okay, here's the thing. Bear in mind that...
Bear!
Yes. Keep in mind that whoever discovered the body would have probably brought it up, because bear in mind, they were the first person to find it. They found it before we even saw Hiyoko running past the beach, and they were not the killer.
Oh, do you think it was, I'm pausing in case you had a name in mind before I say it.
Well, I was going to start by doing process of elimination instead.
Oh, I was just going to say it.
So it wouldn't have been Ibuki or Mikon or Sonia. Basically, none of the girls that showed up to the diner, because they would have said something about that.
I mean, literally, I think there's only one other suspicious person in this case.
Yeah, Fuyuhiko.
Yep. That might explain why he was weirded out.
Also worth noting that, bear in mind that means he's not the killer.
Yep.
But he didn't bring it up, so,
I mean, it's possible he looked at the evidence and was like, she's dead. Good. I'm gonna go about my day.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
You think Sonia stands next to him so she can practice her flexing?
How is this? Yeah.
Not enough. Also, you're straining too much.
We were just saying that the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple destroying evidence. However, before we could proceed any further,
Hamsters!
there's something. What?
He has his hamsters now.
There's something we had to make clear. Do you like the forked dart divas of destruction?
I like 3 of them.
How dare you?
Because I love the 4th.
You're forgiven. The killer blocked the outside door, the roadside door, with Mahiru's body with Hiyoko. But what about the blood? Now that you mentioned it, that mystery hasn't been solved.
It's going to be alright. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now let's start the argument, shall we? Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debate.
Is it actually the final feature, or are you going to bring up 3 more next trial?
I'm not telling. From this point forward, you will now be able to use the truth flashback.
Which means we can copy statements and use.
If you hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the reticle will change. If you aim the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you will be able to memorize it. This memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't see now there's an answer to a lie or mistake available in your truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case.
Still checking out those boobs.
When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to trust your keen wits, won't you?
This also just proves that Fuyuhiko has not talked in a while, because it would have changed his sprite.
By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback.
Hajime, you're looking handsome today. I disagree!
Please remember that it is only effective when refuting points. Well then, good luck, and use people's words against them.
Well, at least we already know.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body? Maybe they simply washed it off.
You couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
Wrong. They didn't have to use the shower.
Ah, What about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower... What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They took it and flushed it. As someone who flushes their shit anymore, it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Alright, so now to actually grab something.
Alright, what we got to grab?
Not the wetsuits.
Yeah.
I think use this on what Fuyuhiko said.
Yep.
Shits!
Good. Oh.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else. So I know we're going to get into the thing that you pointed out, Rhino, with the water bottles. I still say, if not for the fact that the whole leaving footprints became a point of contention, I would have thought that it would have been stupid and they could have just gone and washed off in the ocean. Still just going to throw that out there. That said, you were correct, I'm pretty sure.
Huzzah!
Something other than the shower. Like what?
I was suspicious whenever it was mentioned, especially whenever they mentioned, oh, it's only the non-sweet, non-colored stuff.
I thought that was just supposed to indicate, oh, the killer is a health nut.
Nope.
What's a squall?
Squall is a storm.
How the fuck?
It wasn't raining.
The drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood? Oh god, don't bring your sword at me.
You ready for sword fight with
In theory,
Pecco?
but that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember a refrigerator carefully, and then you will. That there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.